training given by the cooperatives. And lastly, cooperation among cooperative administration, in which it is the cooperative movement by working together through local, national, regional, and international structures. Now let's discuss the powers and functions of the officer of cooperatives. First, Board of Directors. They are the one who provide general policy direction and formulate the strategic development plan. The one who set the agenda for board meeting in coordination with other members of the Board of Directors are called chairperson. The vice chairperson are the one who perform all the duties and functions of the chairperson in the absence of latter. Treasurer are the one who maintain the full and complete records of cash transactions. Secretary are those who keep an updated and complete registry of all members. They are also the responsible to keep the copy of Treasurer's report and other reports. Audit Committee. They are the one who audit the performance of the cooperative and its various responsibility centers. Election Committee. They are the one to implement election rules and guidelines duly approved by the General or Representative Assembly. Mediation and Conciliation Committee. They are the one who monitor the conciliation mediation programs and processes. They also accept and file evaluation reports. Ethics Committee. They are responsible for recommending ethical rules and policy to the Board of Directors. And lastly, the General Manager. They are the responsible for providing and submitting a monthly reports on the status of the cooperative's cooperation to the Board of Directors and recommend a appropriate policy or operation changes if necessary. Now let's talk about the powers and capacities of a registered cooperatives. These are all stated in Republic Act Number 9520. First, to the exclusive use of its registered name to sue and be sued. Means, this protect the members from being personally liable for most legal issues. Second, of succession. Since we all know that the cooperative was formed by interest and shared interest, that's why it will likely to succeed. Third, to amend its article of cooperation in accordance with provision of this RA 9520, meaning it refers to change for illegitimate purposes in any provision stated in the articles of cooperation. 4. To adopt bylaws not contrary to law, moral, or public policy, and to amend and repeal the same in accordance with the code, meaning each cooperative to be registered under Republic Act Number 9520 shall adopt bylaws not consistory with the provision of RA 9520. Fifth, to purchase, receive, take, grant, and otherwise deal with such real and personal property as the transaction of the lawful affairs of the cooperative may responsibly and necessarily require subject to the limitation prescribed by law and constitution. Means duly registered cooperative under this code, which do not transact any business with non-members, shall not be subjected to any government taxes and laws. 6. To enter into division, merger, or consolidation. Meaning, merger and consolidation of two or more cooperatives may merge into a single cooperative, which shall either be one of the constituents cooperative. 7. To form subsidiary cooperative and to join federation as unions, meaning subsidiary cooperatives refers to any organization all majority of whose members or shareholders came from cooperatives. 8. To avail loans, be entitled to credit and to accept and receive grants, donations, and assistance from foreign and domestic sources, meaning the authority upon written request shall provide necessary documentary requirements for loans, credits, grants, donations, and other financial reports. 9. To avail of preferential rights granted to cooperative under Republic Act No. 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government and Other Law, meaning it is a particularly in the grants of franchise to establish, construct, with non-members, all other taxes unless otherwise provided, and the tax of the operation of the cooperative on a certain area like donation to charities, educational and research institution, or reinvestment of socio-economic projects are deducted. If the cooperatives have an undivided net sales without any accumulated amount, it should be exempted in any payment of local taxes and taxes on transaction with the bank and insurance company. Not exceeding of 500,000 pesos, any group of people whose requiring for acknowledgement of articles of cooperation and instruments of loan from cooperatives can render without any charge, but this will be available only on the areas where there is no notary public and judge that can exercise the ex officio of a notary public. The instrument of loan not exceeding in 250,000 pesos, the title of documents and documents connected to operations should be exempted and free of charge in any register of deeds. Cooperatives should be exempted in any payment for all the court and sheriff's fee. The Section 5, Article 62 of Chapter 5 states the following privileges that cooperatives has. Now, let's discuss what are those privileges. First one is cooperative can keep their sealed cash boxes and other important documents to the safes of city municipal or city treasurer without any charges. Second, cooperatives organized by government employees can use the available space in government agency, whether it is owned or rented. Third, cooperatives that render special service like ice plant, electricity, and transportation can secure a franchise and open the membership to the qualified persons in this area. Fourth, cooperatives in some areas has the privilege to supply agricultural products to the government. Fifth, the responsible government agencies shall give them a special treatment in allocating agricultural inputs and implements. Sixth, cooperative is granted an equal treatment in allocating commercial shipping vessels for shipment of products and goods. Seventh, cooperatives with a goal of producing and marketing agricultural products has given the right to manage public market and utilities. Eighth, credit cooperative has the privilege to loan credit lines, rediscount their loan notes, and other eligible papers through the Development Bank of the Philippines except the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Ninth, transportation cooperatives is entitled to have financial support in maintenance and spare parts of transport, whether it is by sea or land. They can manage and operate also the public ports and terminals. Without being prevented by the Republic Act Number 9184, or known as the Government Procurement Act, the cooperatives transacting shall exempt in the pre-qualification bidding requirement. 11. The cooperatives has the privilege to be represented without any charge by the provincial or city fiscal except when the Republic Act of the Philippines is not favoring it. 12. Cooperatives under educational institution has the privilege to operate and manage a service-related activity to the educational institutions like selling goods and products in school canteen. And lastly, the housing agencies and government financial institutions should have a special window for cooperatives that performs a financing of housing projects. Our discussion is now ended, and we are hoping that you guys learned something from what we discussed. Thank you.